live. Yeah, go ahead.
We're live. Hey, this is Dr. Dan Purser here. I haven't done one of these in a while. Boy, has my world changed since we last talked. So this will be fun. We're going to do a lot of these now because I've got more time freed up. I completed 19 books. I was been working on for 4 years, and including 3 textbooks. I'm going to get at the end, but if you get the chance, our newest edition of the progesterone book is up now. If you want to go look at it and grab it, please leave me a review. Also, if you want to get on our launch team, email us at email me at dan@danpursermd.com. I don't even know where to look. Am I looking at the right spot now?
Just look at the camera.
I don't know where the camera is. Email me at dan@danpursermd.com and say you want to be in our launch team. We'll put you on there. That way you can get the books early and you can get them cheap on Kindle, and we just ask for a fair review. So still pay for them, but it won't be as much as they will be after a week or so. And they're going to come out one by one by one. So enough of that. So we thought it'd be time to reach out and get a hold of you guys, start talking to you again. I wore my new purple Disney golf shirt. Not that I play golf, I just like wearing the shirt. I'm dangerous on the golf course. Contrary to popular belief, doctors don't play golf. If they do, they're really horrible. So, and if they do, they shouldn't be doctoring, they should be playing golf. Okay. So Chantel, my youngest daughter here, she's like 19, or is it 21, or how old are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
Shooting you now? 21.
You live here somewhere, but
I live in the basement.
In the dark,
in a rat hole somewhere. I crawl out occasionally for food.
Are you gonna show yourself? Can anyone see her?
No.
She can go sit by you, and that'd be good. Have her pop over.
No. That freaks me out. It scares me.
I live in the darkness back here.
Okay. So, wait, aren't you over our social media at the office?
Yes.
What do you do there? I see you there as I walk by.
I help respond to people when they comment on posts and things like that with your.
So you're the response person.
Yes.
Not me. Well, I do respond a lot too. So, okay. So what should I talk about tonight, Chantel? I'm gonna let you choose.
I think vitamins. Everybody wants to know about vitamins.
They do?
Yeah.
I think that's okay. Good. We'll do that. Kind of boring, but okay. We can make it exciting. Like intracellular vitamins?
Yes.
Like the intracellular test we do?
Especially, yes.
Okay. That sounds, again, kind of boring, but...
we'll spice it up with this. People will like this. It's good. We haven't talked about this in a really long
vitamins,
time.
Yeah. You spice it up. Your typical Zoomer. Are you a Zoomer?
Yes.
What are you?
Yes.
I don't know what.
I'm Gen Z. We're 4 generations apart.
Okay, wow, because I am ancient. Okay, how about I talk about my worst cases?
Yeah, I think that's
let's take it to the extreme, like Rush Limbaugh used to do, whoever, Johnny Carson, whoever. Yeah, no, not. Yeah, we can do better than that. We'll do the top 10, maybe top 15.
Okay, top 10.
Let's max this sucker out. That's a boomer idea. Max it out. So compared to you Gen Zers. Hang on. Okay, I just emailed you the vitamins. Just ask them in order. Start at the top, work your way down. And Jackson, where'd you go?
I'm still here. You're just more important than me, size. I'm
at an angle. The book I've got this stacked on is getting wobbly.
You can pull it a little bit closer to you too. You're a little small. There you go. That's what we love to see. Yeah.
My hair is all sticking up in it.
You look just fine. Hey, just so you know, we got quite a few people jumping on already from Facebook, from YouTube, Instagram, even on X. So yeah, give a little shout out. We got people jumping in from all over the world already.
Hey, it's Dr. Dan Purser, you guys. It'll be fun. We're going to talk about intracellular vitamins at the top. My worst cases I've seen over the years, and we're going to do the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
We might do more than that.
This is his daughter. It's not somebody
holding him on. This is Chantel. Yeah, she's our daughter, my daughter, and Denise's nice daughter. She works at the office too. She's over the social media. So isn't this social media we're doing now?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we're everywhere. We're on all the. Now you got me anxious, Jackson. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, we're streaming
I've
everywhere.
been anxious in years.
Just real quick before we dive into your top 10 here, just to give a little shout out and heads up to everyone. It's been a while since we've done these live streams, and we're really excited to be back. We want to start doing them more consistently. How does everyone feel about Sunday evenings? I know that's one of our favorite times to do it. Just jump on with everyone and
after church, we come home, hang out, and
yeah. Oh, do you see that comment on there, Dan, from Deb?
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's cool. I can show
Deb.
Comments. That's pretty cool.
No, your hard work, not mine. I'm just I just kind of aim you in the right direction. So, okay, cool. Anyone else want to make comments? Just throw them on up there. Okay.
I have my email ready when you want to go.
Oh, Denise commented. My wife. She runs the front office at our office. So, have you ever talked to a really nice lady who's really kind? Well, they all are, but Denise would be that person. So, until she's not. Okay. So,
with the beautiful hair.
She has beautiful hair like Chicky does, or Chantel. Sorry, I used your nickname. Sorry about that.
I'm Chicky. It's okay.
Yeah, Chantel's also called Chicky. It's a old story from when she was born. Anyway, we'll leave it right there. So we start at the top of that list I sent you, and let's go down the list.
Okay, you ready for the first one?
I don't know because I can't remember the list, but go ahead.
Vitamin C.
So I see. I'm going to take it to the extreme. I'm going to talk about the worst cases I see, and the worst cases are scurvy. I saw 12 scurvy cases last year, 14 this year. Let me tell you, scurvy cases can't be diagnosed with an EMR. They always get it wrong. These patients have been to Johns Hopkins, to Mayo Clinic, to Stanford, to the University of Utah, to multiple doctors. They've been in and out of ICUs because they're so sick. It's literally the worst vitamin deficiency you can have. And when you see them, you can't miss them. They look like ghouls. They're really pale. They're really, really pale. And you can see the blood on their teeth because their gums are just hemorrhaging. And if you touch them, because I'm looking at the teeth and I give them a little poke, and they always scream. It's a little gentle poke. It's like barely, but yeah, they just scream. It hurts. You can't touch them because their connective tissues all breaking down. It's so hard to imagine that doctors can't diagnose that. At Mayo Clinic, they've said they've had fibromyalgia with an unknown blood dyscrasia or blood dyscrasia of unknown etiology. What? I mean, yeah, so it drives me crazy. And that's what they usually get. Stanford says that. Mayo Clinic says that. Johns Hopkins says that. Crazy. So, and it's scurvy because I can pick it up on that vitamin panel. And it's so obvious when I see him. I can tell now. I can see him at the mall, and I want to go up and say something. You can't do that legally in Utah. I feel so bad for him. I want to go hand him an orange and have him start eating it. But no wonder why they felt better that day. So yeah, scurvy is vitamin C, and it does exist, and there's a lot of it.
I'll just make a little side note real quick too. Just now that I'm working one-on-one with a lot of patients, that we see vitamin C deficiencies all the time. Even with people that are taking vitamin C, maybe it's not the best version for you. You're not taking enough of it, whatever it is, genetic errors. Yeah, you need more vitamin C. Sure. Most people do.
Yeah, I mean, I actually had scurvy last year. Well, mild form of it. I hurt. You couldn't touch me. My gums are hurting, and I'm like, couldn't wait to get my panel back. And when it came back, ultra severe, super severe vitamin C deficiency. Is like, what the heck? I'd been taking vitamin C. I loaded up. I was taking only 5 or 10 a day some days. It's a bear to get rid of.
Is that why you were walking around one time? You had a peg leg and you were wearing an eye patch?
Yeah, scurvy, my scurvy mate. Yeah. And the requirement is if you get diagnosed with scurvy, you've got to wear a pirate outfit on your next visit and have a parrot, I don't care if it's real or fake, on your shoulder. And you're sure to say I'm a scurvy, whatever.
Bonus points if it's real, though, and it can talk.
If they could do a real parrot, that'd be cool. Okay, so the next one.
Vitamin B1 thiamine.
Thiamine is, it's not supposed to happen unless you're an alcoholic. I don't think any of my patients I know of are alcoholic. They don't even drink, most of them. But doctors will say you only see it in alcoholics. Really, I see it all week. I see it every week.
Why do doctors say that?
Because they're taught from books that were written in the 60s. They have there's a lot of weird old doctors' wives tales out there that they haven't, it's just beyond hopeless. So, they're not dummies. Doctors are smart. My fellow physicians are a lot smarter than me, I'm sure, yeah, they just aren't exposed to it. So, but it causes, the big problem it causes is called Wernicke syndrome. It just causes memory loss. If it gets really bad and gets untreated, it becomes Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. That's where you have full-blown dementia, memory loss, everything else. It's usually not very reversible if it gets to that point. So the number one thing I see with these people, they have bad memory loss. I've had families bring their mom or dad or cousin or brother or someone in because they have really bad memory loss. And darn if they don't have a bad B1 deficiency. It's usually Wernicke because it goes away in 2 months. You get their memory back. If they don't get their memory back, then it's Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. So these are well-known diseases. We need the doctors from 1911 to help me. Next one.
B2 riboflavin.
B2 riboflavin is really interesting. It causes numbness and tingling when it's really super severe in the hands and feet and burning mouth syndrome. I had an Olympian from a couple Olympics ago, 2-time All-American in his sport. I won't say the sport, but he had such numbness in his hands and feet. They sent him home and he couldn't eat. He couldn't even hold his toothbrush or anything. And his sport required hands, obviously, and he couldn't even walk. So they sent him home from the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. And his grandmother was taking care of him. They kept treating him in Colorado Springs at the Olympic Training Center for hand, foot, and mouth disease. Remember, these EMRs cannot detect vitamin deficiencies. And it's just the most weird thing.
And what's a ZMR?
Electronic medical record. It's kind of a little AI that all the doctors use. Type in their notes in it, and it tells them what to prescribe, what their insurance company will approve. And if they don't do it, they get points off, or they can get fired, or they can get in trouble with the middle management of whatever company they're working for. And so they just keep doing it over and over and over again. And pretty much everyone uses the same AI as a kernel, KERNEL, in the EMRs out there. So my fellow physicians here in Utah County, I was the Utah County Medical Association rep for 15 years, would tell me over and over again, they're just CMR docs. That's all they do all day. Type stuff in there, tells them what to do, tells them what to prescribe, tells them what the diagnosis is. And they have to do it or they get ripped on them, or get threatened. So, and I won't say by who, but it's the big company here in Utah. So,
antivitamin.
Yeah, well, I don't know about antivitamin. They just don't. It's all. It just doesn't cross their mind. So his grandmother set up the appointment, and I'm sitting there talking to her, and she's feeding something or someone while I'm talking to her because she's sitting here and she's reaching over and feeding someone like this, and I'm like, what are you doing? She said, well, it's my grandson. I'm feeding. Oh, sorry, keep looking at you. He's my grandson, and I have to take care of him. His mom and dad have to work, and I have to push this 6'3" kid around in a like a shower chair rolling thing. I have to bathe him. It's humiliating for him and me. I have to feed him because he can't use his hands. He can't walk. Gotten so bizarrely bad, but he had a B2 deficiency, a super severe riboflavin deficiency, and it met all the parameters. I'd seen it before, but not that severe. It took me 9 months. He missed the Olympics. It took me 9 months. It's pitiful, but I think he did go back to school and play another senior year because he still was on scholarship there. And so got him back for that. I don't know that because he's probably so weak. By the time we got his hands and feet feeling again I'm able to walk. Crazy. So, but that's a severe riboflavin deficiency. It took me 9 months, super severe. I mean, he had none in his system. I'm surprised he's alive. So I told him he's going to be on riboflavin the rest of his life. So, okay.
Is that a common problem with a B2 deficiency?
I'd known about it. To get it that bad, no. That's the only time I've ever seen it that bad. I've seen it close to that bad, but not that bad.
What are some common?
Just they get numbness and burning in their hands and feet.
Interesting.
That could also be a lipoic acid deficiency too, but the test differentiates. So.
You ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay. Zinc.
Zinc is on my top 5 list of vitamins you never want to be deficient in. We're going to cover some of those today. It affects every hormone level. It affects everything: thyroid production, ovarian production, progesterone, estradiol, means testosterone levels. It is a disaster. You get a super severe zinc deficiency, you feel awful. I mean, you feel like death warmed over. So I'm just going to generalize it because we see it all the time. I mean, don't you see it, Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, I take 3 zinc already. I'm like, well, take 12. Take more. Pile them on. Just start tonight. Start now. While we're talking, get your bottle and start popping them. You need more zinc.
We do get questions from people pretty often about just the way that zinc and copper balance out in the body. Is that anything to be concerned of, or what to watch out for?
You mean your copper might get too low because you're taking too much zinc?
Yeah.
No. Not in the 30,000 vitamin cases I've seen.
Okay.
It's almost always their copper's gotten way too high and they have a low zinc level because your body will grab copper if it can't get enough zinc. If you look at the periodic table, they're right side by side on the periodic table. So, zinc is horrible. It'll affect your thyroid. It'll affect testosterone. It'll affect your ovaries. It'll affect everything. Your insulin receptors, everything. I mean, you also, women lose a lot of hair when they have a zinc deficiency, and they can go bald. If you wonder about that, go to PubMed and look at zinc and alopecia. Alopecia is just a fancy word for hair loss, but it's almost always vitamin deficiencies in women that cause the hair loss, and zinc being the main culprit.
Okay, one of those critical ones.
Yeah, really critical.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the next one is taurine.
Taurine is an amino acid. It's on my top 5 list because if you're low in it, it causes heart failure and cardiomyopathy. The NIH says it's the one amino acid you should never be low in because it causes heart failure. Oh, sorry, keep looking at Chicky. She's nodding over there, going, okay. So yeah, it's the one you don't want to be deficient in. Yeah, I see it all the time. If you're usually deficient, it means you also have a GAD1 problem, and it tends to cause anxiety. Lack of taurine can cause that. But yeah, I've had a really super severe taurine. I've had all these. Not to the point that some of my patients have had, but I thought my heart was failing when I had that problem. I just felt so awful. So I'm 66 years old, and I think I've had every known vitamin deficiency you could have. Well, it's sad.
And you've been a pirate on top of it all.
It's funny. I see my fellow physicians from here in Utah County, 20 years younger than me, at Walmart or at the mall or somewhere, because I'm speed walking, trying to do all that. They look horrible. Like they look 20 years older than me. They're 20 years younger than me. So it's crazy. Take your vitamins, and you can tell they're getting practice early. Their lives are kind of over because no one can really figure out what's going on with them. It's a vitamin deficiency. Start with the basics, but they don't know that.
Look at you. You're outrunning all of these guys because you...
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I got much to do before I leave this rock. Mm-hmm. Okay, the next one.
B-carotene.
Beta-carotene. Vitamin A. Kind of, it's the precursor to vitamin A. Yeah, I've had that one too. I saw one day I saw 4 kids, they're all in their 20s, and they all had can you give me a glass of water, please? Yeah. They've all had their driver's licenses. They're different parts of the country. It's really a randomly weird day. because they all had lost color vision and night vision. And they'd all seen ophthalmologists. Yeah, they lost them both. They'd all lost. They've been ophthalmologists, couldn't get answered. The ophthalmologists, who are the smartest doctors on the street usually, and they're really super smart people. They had never been taught that beta carotene deficiency causes loss of color vision and night vision. These kids literally could not see at night. And they were seeing one of them had severe, super severe, before they had like 0 beta carotene, and they were going blind. And beta carotene in their on their vitamin panel, and plus they usually also comes with a vitamin E deficiency. That combination is just deadly for your eyes. So it takes about a month or 2 before they can get rid of the color vision. I went through the same process. I got to the point that in the winter a couple of years ago, that everything grayed out by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Denise had to drive me to and from work. You guys probably remember that. I was like, what is going on? Well, I knew it. I started taking vitamin A and beta carotene. I did the panel and it came back super low vitamin A, or super low beta carotene level. So I started taking beta carotene. And I eat oranges and carrots and do all that like everyone else does. But sometimes if you get a vitamin deficiency on that list, you can't eat your way out of it. Good luck trying. Not going to happen. I've had really smart people try to do that. It's just not going to happen.
So real quick, when you say the vitamin panel, just to make sure and clarify we have some new people in listening.
Yeah.
We're talking about intracellular micronutrients, different than blood serum levels.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's completely different technology. It's the FDA and Health and Human Services it's a Health and Human Services approved technology. We used it so I did 10 years of pituitary endocrinology cardiology research at USC in Los Angeles with Nabil Gemayel of Harvard and NIH Walter Reed, great guy, God rest his soul, and Nayan Patel and Chintron. Nayan got interviewed by Nayan was a PharmD on our team. We got interviewed by Joe Rogan and by Gary Brecka. If you guys ever want to look those up, he and I developed, and Chintron, they really developed it. I helped them with the project, the first functional glutathione, the Glutaril, and then we did our patented glutathione too. I think I'm on both those patents. I won't swear to that, but I'm pretty sure I am because they list salt in the office. So yeah, Nayan and Chin, and so we did this. We get pituitary cases that weren't. Then rarely are they. And so we look at their MRIs, we take their histories, we try to figure out what's going on with them. And you take a detailed history and look at their MRIs. You can tell if they have pituitary damage or not. Most of them didn't. Most of them had vitamin deficiencies causing their low hormones. So we did the SpectraCell, which is the gold standard to this platinum standard test we use now, which is cheaper, 3 times the results, and a lot more accurate and faster. So yeah, there it is. So a lot of patients do that. They're like, should I get the genetic panel? Because I designed a really cool genetic panel. I did it for a reason. I got another one coming out here in May that's really big. Or they get the vitamin panel. And I can usually tell which one they need if they send us detailed information before I see them, so we can get it back in time.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in an appointment and you call or email us what's going on with you. Just even as a page summary, just key points, your symptoms, your signs, how long they've been going on, all that. Any interesting labs, I look at all that before I decide if I can help you or not. I don't want you wasting your money.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. A lot of times people don't realize that, but when they do ask questions to our front office, 99% of them do get in front of you. They get put in front of your desk and you give your response directly to them just to help them get started on this wellness journey.
Yeah, because most of them have been suffering for decades.
Yeah. Okay, so like you said, real quick, email the office or go to danpursermd.com. Go look up that CMA testing. If anything, give a call tomorrow, Monday, and talk with one of our receptionists there. They're super, super helpful getting you started answering questions to
it looks at 100 different vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and antioxidants. Super cool. It's a really great test. It is a game changer for most of you.
And we're all human. It will be people responding to you, not AI.
Yeah, we don't use AI. We'll always respond. Though I have developed we have developed a Dan Purser Wellness AI, but it's going to be all of us and more people on the backside of that. So we can always give support when it's needed. But that's not, I'm still going to have my practice. I'm going to die doing this. I've decided. Definitely die in the saddles. Huh? One day, one of you are going to be talking to me, I'll just go, eh.
Well, I'm riding the horse behind you, so you're good. We'll keep you going.
Jackson and Chicky and Jared, and yeah, you guys all keep working up.
And Justice.
Okay. And Justice, yeah, I can't forget Justice. Okay, next one.
B6 pyridoxine.
Yeah, B6 pyridoxine. You can't, Jackson, now show the trans-sulfuration pathway.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Magic trick.
There it is, trans-sulfuration pathway. Look at all the B6 in the pink area by CBS and CSC. B6 is so critical for the trans-sulfuration pathway. I met people that had such high homocysteine levels, and they didn't have a genetic reason to have it, which is shocking, but it's because they were super low in pyridoxine or B6. Yeah, everyone's worried about being toxic in B6, all that. Seems really easy to get there. I don't really know. I haven't seen anyone it really hurt, but we've reduced it down in our supplements so much just because people complain about it. It's afraid they'll get toxic. But if you don't have it, your trans-sulfuration pathway fails, and then you get toxic. You get a high homocysteine. What a mess. So yeah, that's what I see when I get severe B6 deficiencies. They are toxic, gunky, hurtful mess.
No fun. No fun for anyone.
Next one.
Glycine.
Glycine is part of the, you can take that down, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Glycine, well, put it back up. Glycine is part of the folate cycle and the Krebs cycle.
Over on the left side.
If you're low, in the upper left-hand corner. If you're low in, now you can take it down. If you're low in glycine, you get massively fatigued, which is crazy. Like, because it's affecting your Krebs cycles. That's how you make energy. So that ain't working with a bad glycine deficiency. So people think it's just an amino acid, must build muscle. No, it's critical for that pathway, especially the Krebs cycle. So yeah, that's what I see with that. Super fatigue, even if it's a moderate deficiency. Crazy. That chronic fatigue syndrome, that's not magical. It's vitamin deficiencies.
Hot take.
Okay, next one.
Okay, everybody, forgive me for mispronouncing this. Phenylalanine.
Phenylalanine, yeah.
I have a Utah accent. I can't help it.
Well, I have an Okie accent. I'm your dad. So
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Don't be doing that.
I get it from you. I just hold it back.
Yes, I'm a redneck from Oklahoma. Okay, but now I'm a redneck in Utah. Phenylalanine is critical for neurotransmitters. I've had parents check their children out of state facilities for this vitamin panel, so they get it done, and then they put them back in, and then 2 weeks later they come and see me, and their mental conditions, if they have a super severe phenylalanine deficiency, number one, I don't know how long that's been going on. Number two, it affects dopamine and serotonin and all this kind of stuff, norepinephrine and everything else. It's so critical for your brain that these kids are on all these psych meds, and immediately they start feeling better, like worlds better. And so then they're able to eventually get out of there, because usually they're in there for a long time, and the states put them in there. But what a nightmare! So yeah, it's usually a phenylalanine deficiency. I'm also helping a major university on the East Coast psychiatric program. We do this vitamin panel, the psychiatric residency program. We do this vitamin panel for them with their residents or with their attendings, and it's amazing what we've been able to diagnose and clarify and treat before they ended up on psych meds. It's really cool. It's really forward thinking. But I think the residents went on strike at that facility because the patients wanted more natural options, and so at least considered. And so the residents said, "Give us more natural options, teach us." And then they reached out to me. Anyway, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Phenylalanine.
Cool. Say it one more time for the crowd.
Phenylalanine.
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 Phenylalanine. Okay, this will take a few hours.
Jackson, can you say it?
Yep, phenylalanine. I put it up there on the screen too. I just took it down.
Oh, you really didn't say it?
There we
Maybe
go.
this is a band thing. I don't know.
Phenyl. Hang on, I can't do that. Phenylalanine. You're gonna touch it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way, does it?
Not quite.
You're gonna find it by accident.
Phenylalanine. Okay.
Okay, tryptophan.
Tryptophan.
I knew that
Tryptophan
one.
sounds all benign and stuff. It's another mental, very much a mental amino acid for your brain. If you don't have tryptophan, you can't make serotonin or melatonin.
Ouch. So
these patients are super severe. Those haven't slept in years. I'm in hell. That's horrible. I can't sleep. And you also see a really super low melatonin level on their vitamin panel. Yeah, it checks melatonin levels, super antioxidant. And you also can't make serotonin. So they get depressed. So you got a depressed, exhausted, grouchy patient. What a mess. And they can feel really awful. So yeah, again, it's like phenylalanine. It's another critical amino acid. Before you go on psych meds, you ought to consider phenylalanine, tryptophan, and read the next one.
Tyrosine,
because it's part of the it forms the BH4 system. It's all these neurotransmitters like norepinephrine, epinephrine. They're all kind of mixed together. I think phenylalanine is the master, but we form tyrosine and tryptophan ferment, I believe. Don't hold me to that, all you biochem junkies out there, but I'm just a doctor trying to make it through the day. But yeah, so again, it affects mental health big time. Like really big time. They get anxiety, they get depression, they feel awful with the tyrosine deficiency, they get mental. So I've had a couple of state hospital kids with that problem, and I'm talking about in their 20s or 30s, and they're on all these psych meds and just deteriorating. Yeah, because as the years go by, their tyrosine deficiency is getting worse. Oh, sorry. Tyrosine deficiency is so weird. I usually am used to talking to a camera. Tyrosine deficiency is getting worse. So bad news. So if you feel like you're mentally just falling apart, go to a health food store and grab phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan, and take the tryptophan at night though.
What's your saying? What type of deficiency have you never seen in a patient before?
No, I've never seen a fluoxetine or Prozac deficiency.
Prozac deficiency.
I've never seen any psych med deficiency. Okay, we'll leave it right there.
Do you want to go over more for tyrosine or go to
No, it's just lump it in with the other psych vitamins.
Tyrosine and tryptophan all lumped in together. Okay, the next one is alpha lipoic acid. We
should have practiced these. Alpha lipoic acid.
Hey, I went to EMT school. I can say most things.
You did pretty good. You're going to be a doctor one day, I heard. But okay. So Hugh and Jackson. So alpha lipoic acid is a lot like the let's see, which one was it earlier? The B2, because your hands and feet go numb, so it can be confused. I wondered when I heard about his symptoms. I wonder if he didn't have an ALA deficiency. He had a mild one, but that kid had it was all B2. But I've seen severe alpha lipoic acid deficiencies. They almost always have neuropathy in their hands and feet. So,
ouch.
Yeah. Ouch is right.
Are there any other signs? Or is it?
It just tends to cause overall neuropathy. It's the number 3 super antioxidant in our body, which it's hard to imagine. How'd that happen? Glutathione and SOD don't work as well without it.
And it's number 3 in the body?
It is for super antioxidants. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So glutathione, for example, it's not on my list today, which is weird, but it's 1 molecule of glutathione equal 1 million molecules of vitamin C. So it's that much more potent, by the way. Okay, thanks. I don't know why that picture popped up.
Glutathione.
Well, yeah, that's how you make it through the transsulfuration about. Well, let's say you make 90% of it. So, okay, next one.
Well, can you eat your way out of any of these deficiencies?
No.
Not one.
Said that earlier, yeah. Yeah, that's all right. No, you can't do it. It's no.
Okay, do 3 more. Can we do 3 more?
Yeah.
Okay, how about, are you ready?
I'm probably boring everyone. I don't know if they like this or
I have
not.
a few I've been thinking of through all of this.
You can throw them at me later. We'll do it. We'll stay on there.
How about B12? People ask about that
all the time. We see it all the time. Jackson probably sees it all the time with his little counseling he does. But it's weird because they'll come in and go, I have a really high B12 level. And I'll say, how do you know that? And they'll say, my doctor ordered a level. And I'll go, which B12? I trick them. I trick the doctor too. Like, which B12 did he check? Can you tell me? I'm laughing. That's a Muppet laugh. So they look at their labs and they go, no, it just says B12. I'm like, right, that test is bogus. This is a bogus test. Don't get that test. Don't believe it if you got it, because there's 4 different kinds of B12. Some say 5. Which B12 is high? Why is the B12 showing low on your? That's what they want to know. Well, your test can't be accurate because this shows I'm high in B12 and plus, what are the symptoms of having a toxic B12 level? Does anyone know? I don't know. I've never seen it. There's nothing listed in the PDR. There's nothing. It's not a thing. So I don't know where that level came from. This is weird. You don't know which B12 it is. It's usually cyanocobalamin or methyl B12 you can't absorb, and there's genetics against that. So I always put people on hydroxy B12 or adenosyl hydroxy B12. So they're right there. I named 2 different forms of B12 that most people can absorb, and a lot of these people are doing shots. So you can also lose intrinsic factor, and you get this really severe gastroparesis. If you have an idiopathic gastroparesis, think B12, and you get a level, and your doctor will go, your B12 is really high. You go, give me the shot anyway, hydroxy B12. It's hard. You got to get someone who'll compound it, because usually if you get an injectable cyanocobalamin, I'm not a big fan of cyanocobalamin because it's made from cyanide, cyano. It bothers me more than a little. So
you mean the bad cyanide?
The cyanide that can kill you, yeah. They put it through a cyanide process. So
really, even with that methylcobalamin, a big problem people run into and they don't even realize is that they overmethylate from it.
Yeah, with shots of methylcobalamin, good Lord have mercy. Yeah, they get really drowsy, like they're on drugs, and they feel horrible, or they get really mean and irritable. It's an intoxication problem. So if you're a sleepy drunk, you'll be a sleepy overmethylator. If you're a harsh, mean, violent drunk, you'll be, when you overmethylate, guess what you'll be? You won't be pleasant. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's incredible the amount of ignorance there is over B12. And clearly, I've gotten a whole different perspective of it from the intracellular levels we do. People come in and going, I have a toxic B12 level. I can't take B12. I'll be like, you can't take whatever form you have been taking. Well, and so sometimes you just got to dig into their genetics, but you can figure it out.
Because usually just to reiterate, when a doctor does this and they say, oh, you have a toxically high B12 level, which there are 4 different B12s that they're not differentiating from, it's usually a cyanocobalamin.
Usually, because it's widely available. So, but the doctor doesn't know that. I just don't want them to do that test. Please, it's worthless. Waste of money.
Yeah, again, some people are asking in the comments, well, what test should you be getting? Well, that's why we say, come get the CMA right through danpursermd.com.
Get an intracellular level. It's the most accurate.
Yep.
Everything's got to get intracellular. If it doesn't, you have a genetic problem stopping it. And I also find that out if need be. So it's what I do. I promise I won't talk much about genetics. I bore people with all my genetics stuff, my cytokine stuff, my inflammation stuff. But But yeah,
I love it. I think it's interesting, and I think most people do too.
Okay, well, we'll do when Jackson and Mom let me. We'll do a video on that sometime in the future. Otherwise, if you're on LinkedIn, look me up. Look me up, please. Go to LinkedIn and find me up because I post articles, pictures, stories all the time, every day, 2 or 3.
And on Substack.
Yeah, it's all going to Substack now too.
Yeah. Now, literally any social media platform, look up Dan Purser MD or Purser Wellness. We're everywhere, and there's different content going everywhere as well. Substack has excellent longer form blog posts. LinkedIn has great shorter form directly from Dr. Purser, different ideas and things that he's chatting about every day. On Facebook, on Instagram, we have all of our videos coming out constantly. X has other content as well. So yeah, wherever you're at, yeah, if you go follow my X, I'm going to do a little plug for me too. If you follow Jackson Larkin on X, I do some articles on there sometimes going through some of this really fun content.
Yeah, I write articles all the time. I tend to write them about every other day. It's like I write books by the quadzillion. Anyway.
He gets bored with golf.
I don't play golf. I write books. Okay, next one.
Okay, how about we do copper deficiency?
Copper deficiency is interesting. It's really maybe B12 does this a little, but it's really the only one that really does this. If you have a low intracellular copper level, it means you're probably toxic copper in your serum, and that's what happens in fibromyalgia cases. Fibromyalgia cases are a copper toxicity issue. Almost all of them, not all of them, but almost all of them have a low intracellular B12 level.
You can talk about me if you want.
Yeah. And mainly because they got a homocysteine problem genetically, so they can't clear toxins. And so they also have a lot of toxicity issues, like Chantel here has or had. And so how bad was your fibro? You told me a few months ago, and I was shocked. I thought you were had learned to manage it.
It can be pretty debilitating at times, just awful grogginess, tired, brain fog. I'm known for a decent memory, so I know it gets really bad when I start forgetting basic things.
And copper toxicity is a major cause of dementia.
Yeah, it's frightening. It's really scary, especially when you're only 20 years old and you can barely remember where you put your keys.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you helped me though. I talked to you about it, and I got another CMA done, and I've been feeling so much better.
Yeah, thank you. And we do that 12-way-4 thing with you. 12 glutathione, 8 sod, 4 catalytes. So look, if you're suffering, if you have fibro and you're taking a few upper bars of glutathione, don't take the roast stuff. Don't take any of that garbage. It just doesn't work. Has no validation, no patent, no functionality. It's just great advertisement. It's still glutathione. I won't slam row for that, but it's just not reduced, not functional.
And don't be afraid to carry around your big bags of vitamins with you everywhere. I carry around in my cute little girl purse, and I whip them out at the dinner table. It's fun on dates. It gets conversations going.
Hey, you're dating? What's his name? Who is he? What are you? What? I didn't know you were dating.
Whoa. I remember a couple of years ago, you're always giving me a hard time for dating. Now I'm married, and I have my first son on the way. How incredible is that? So, Chicky, watch out.
A little Jacksonoid, a little Jacksonoidal.
That's his name, little Jackson Nordal. Hey, real quick, someone was asking about how does our copper balance work? I know we're talking about copper deficiency, fibromyalgia.
Because I proved to his patent office that it causes copper to go into the cell where it belongs, and it also decreases your serum level where it doesn't belong. Also, it blocks excess copper absorption in your gut. So it has 3 or 4 pathways it really goes after. And that's what it does when you have fibromyalgia or copper toxicity issues. It works really well. Copper is the fibromyalgia is really a disease of the copper metallothionein molecule, which is called ceruloplasmin, really. And so it doesn't function correctly. It doesn't move the copper into the cell where it belongs because it's defective for whatever reason. It could be genetics. I think it is. But that vitamin covered all 9 of what studies have shown that would cause a ceruloplasmin dysfunctionality. So, and I got a patent through the U.S. Patent Office for it. It really does work. So if you have fibromyalgia and you're really suffering, you got to start slowing all this. But we'll do a Facebook Live about it. We need to anyway, again. But you You start really slow with 1 glutathione a day, maybe every other day. Drink a lot of water because you're going to detox. 2 glutathione, 3 glutathione, 4 glutathione. Then start adding sod, 1 sod, 5 glutathione, 2 sod. So, you just go up, and then you add catalyst because they all work together. And then for a while, stay at 12.84. It's pricey, but it's better than the alternative.
And what's catalase?
Catalase helps. It's an enzyme that helps our sod and glutathione work more pointedly.
I take it. I take 6 every day, and it's changed my life.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. We've really hit it out of the park. But I also had copper balance in there.
I take 6 of those too every day too.
Yeah, so 6 copper balance, 6 catalase. How many sod?
8.
8 sod and 12, 10 glutathione. Okay. Anyway, that's the way it cooks. So, and how's your fibro symptoms now?
Way better.
Way better equals pain level 0 to 1, 0 to 2.
I think it went from maybe like a manageable, not a manageable, but like an everyday 6 or 7 to a 2 to 3.
And more as time goes by, you'll learn to get it down to 1 to 0.
Yeah, I think I'm getting there though, but I'm still eating the food. I'm still eating what I want to.
That's the other thing. You don't have to be so tight on the low copper diet. Choose 12.84 and copper balance, or be tight on the copper diet. You still need the 12.84.
Yeah, I still needed, like, the low copper diet really helped me.
Yeah,
and it's a good detox. I still do, but
yeah. So go to my Facebook site, In Fibromyalgia with Natural Options. I have 9,000 people on there who've gotten better with their fibro. Read the posts, read what they put up. It's incredible.
Lois Schweigert runs it. She's our favorite.
Lois Schweigert was bedridden for 25 years with fibro, and now she's not. She's normal, kind of just lives a normal lifestyle.
She likes to call herself a fibro warrior, so you can all start calling yourselves that if you have fibro.
And guess what? Then you look for more people who join it, because they'll crowd around you and help you. They'll come and love you and help you. If you have fibro, they'll tell you what to do. Mm-hmm. I set that up so people could get help with their fibro for free.
Yeah, no, I love that. Let's do a live and bring Lois on with us, just like we're doing this, sometime in the near future, next couple weeks.
Good.
She'd love that.
Yeah, we'll advertise it a lot too. That's my other textbook's going to be on fibromyalgia. Okay. One on PEMT, one on homocysteine. Homocysteine want to come out next month. You think it's done? It's ready.
It's coming out very soon.
Yeah. 600 pages of pure fun. You guys will want.
And for your friends and family too.
Yeah, fun for everyone. Big book. It took me 4 years. Big book. Okay, my second textbook.
He writes in his dreams, guys. He writes books in his dreams.
I don't sleep much usually.
Should we do the next deficiency? I have one more I want to ask about.
Who said that? Did someone just say something?
Yeah, that was Kim Perry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody ask something.
We'll go through more comments when we get done
with
your list.
That was really cool. Thanks, Kim Perry.
Should I ask one more then?
Yeah, ask another one.
Okay, how about iron deficiency?
God, iron. I hate that one. So there's 2 vitamin deficiencies cause really bad brain fog. You need to know this. There's 2. Iron being one of them. If you're lightheaded and wobbly when you stand up, I don't care if your serum levels of iron are normal or not. Your intracellular is probably not normal. If you're depressed, if you're immensely fatigued, tired, you make it through part of the day and you just get exhausted. You have brain fog all day long. It's just terrible. That's usually an iron deficiency or ferritin deficiency. Why do I see all these iron and ferritin or iron deficiencies? Let's keep it simple. If you have any B vitamin deficiency or vitamin C deficiency, even the slightest, it'll block your absorption of iron. So that's why people need to go out and get transfusions, iron injections, blah, blah, blah. No, get on a good B vitamin. Get our B complex methyl free. Take it so you don't overmethylate. Take 2 or 3 a day and get on a good vitamin C. Get on our VARS vitamin C, which follows the VARS line. Or just pick any vitamin C. Just get on them for about 3 or 4 weeks and then start whatever iron your doctor ordered. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting them. Or think if you have to do transfusions or whole blood transfusions. I've seen, oh my God, I would not do that nowadays. You Yeah, for obvious reasons. But yeah, get on a good B complex vitamin, usually methyl free. I prefer that, like ours, the one we designed, the physician designed one. And so you don't overmethylate. Take 2 or 3 a day, and then you would get some vitamin C and take 2 or 3 per day of that too. Ours I wouldn't. You can take 1 a day of that. It'll give you a really good dose because it's like our glutathione actually works. But yeah, take a variety of vitamin C's, and because you probably have some kind of deficiency, there's usually one of them. At least so you got to kind of cover them all, or get the vitamin panel. That'll tell me exactly what's going on. So I love really complex iron deficiencies because they're not. Because we simplify it, make it really easy, and a problem some lady or guy or whoever's been dealing with for 15 years suddenly gets resolved, and I teach them what's going on. That's how I get these 5-star reviews. A lot of them. Okay. Next one, Jackson. Oh, that's it.
Should we ask some questions? Should we answer some questions
Oh,
now?
real quick. Oh, this was a good comment. I just want to show real quick.
Yeah, thank you. Deb, I remember I told you go get the check in the mail. That's easy.
When I put the comments up too, Dan, if you want to read them out loud just for people who will be
2
listening
months
to
after
this
taking
afterwards.
bars, I didn't know if they could see it.
Oh,
2 months after taking bars, glutathione, Barsod, and now Catalyze, I'm feeling so much better. Yeah. Usually doesn't take 2 months, but yeah, but you got to go slow. You got to go slow with some of these because you're detoxing too.
Right on, Deb. I'm right there with you.
Herxheimerine, it's called. It's a real medical thing. So you got to be aware of it. It's not like people will say they've tried all these detoxes. Don't waste your money with them. The enemas, the weird things. No, you need glutathione to detox you. It'll remove our glutathione. There's mold clinics that buy it, big black mold clinics. It removes all mold toxin. It removes all heavy metals. It removes except for tin. It won't remove tin. And I've only seen one case of that in all these years. But there's a whole story behind that. Let's not go there. But yeah, it removes all organophosphates.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Someone was mold toxicity right now. Yeah.
Yep, they were asking about it earlier.
The glutathione and sodium is removes all toxins, mold toxins. It removes all toxins, period. Some of you people have never detoxed and you have a homocysteine problem. This is what we found when I wrote that textbook. There's 22 SNPs that if any one of them are homozygous, you have a disrupted transsulfuration. By the way, you have a homocysteine problem at that point. That means you can't detox. That means you've never detoxed since the day you were born. This is not happening. That's why every year you feel worse and worse and worse. And that's why you go into a room and you get nailed with mold toxicity and your husband's sitting there going, I don't smell anything. Nothing's bothered me. But you get nailed and you're crippled from it because you can't clear the black mold. You can't clear those toxins. He can, and it makes an amazing difference. So when you actually get on glutathione, because you can't make it. If you have a homocysteine problem, you've lost, before you're born, 90% of your glutathione production. All that's in that homocysteine book. Also, I've got a book coming out, 2 forms of it, a complex medical form, and one made for the public. So Dr. Purser, right, Jackson?
Yes, one made for me so that I can understand it.
Yeah, called Outlive Your Toxic Genetics. So, which is really about what I just talked about and what you do and how we look for all these toxic genetics in our testing. I have a big book on cytokines. I do have a book on cytokines coming out probably about the same time. We've developed a test for 35 different cytokines genetically. It's going to change the world. So it'll find that cytokine. If you're really, really suffering with inflammation, that'll be available in May. Reach out to us, get that test.
And what book did we just relaunch?
Progesterone book just got relaunched. Go look at it. If you haven't ever read it, you need it in your collection. It's the Bible for progesterone usage. It's highly referenced. There are no mistakes in it. It was #1 3 separate times on Amazon. Overall 3 times. It's a great book. And we re-updated it because the algorithm changed January 1st. We're re-updating all the books that I want to keep on in the market. So it's just timeless. So yeah. I did add different testing on there, the new CMA results, stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, go to Dan Purser MD on Amazon Kindle and look at all my books. There's not going to be many up there right now because we pulled a bunch down to redo them.
Yeah, I mean, the old ones are still up, but watch for the new ones coming out continually. And if you want to jump on the email list, email us at dan@danpursermd.com, and then we'll get you on the newest list or all the updates and get your opinions on things.
Yeah, we'll spam you. We'll just say, I'll just send out some video stuff going, hey, the new book launches next week. You ready? Saturday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Be up. I don't care where you live. Oh, perfect. I'm now going to add an automatic alarm to your cell phone. Okay, I'm kidding. Anyway, that's such a granddad joke, isn't it?
You've moved way beyond dad jokes. You're the granddad jokes now. Okay, did you want to answer some questions?
Yes.
All right, well, let's go through a couple of them here. Here's one. Any advice on fatty liver?
Yeah, fatty liver, until proven otherwise, is PEMT. It's a new genetic disorder. I first heard about it from Ben Lynch. And listen to him talk to him. And it's a genetic disorder that the Human Genome Project kind of figured out. Remember, the Human Genome Project just came out in 2003, finished up then. So they're still dribbling out information. Anyway, I get people off liver transplant lists a lot. I just got a guy off Tulane's list. He's going crazy now. He's so happy because that dude was beyond fatty liver. He had NASH, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. He had failure. And so, I thought he was going to die. And 6 months later, he's completely normal. His liver enzymes are normal. The doctor's like, what are you doing? I had people from Emory come and talk to me because I got 4 people off their transplant list a year ago. So that was interesting when they showed up. PMT, I've got a textbook on it coming out. I asked the people from Emory to write it. They haven't done so. I don't mean to step on their toes, so I've written it. 600 pages of pure entertainment and fun about your liver. So that's how you got to treat it with. I tried the varsglutathione first. You can't make phosphatidylcholine. There's a lot of other things you can't make, but start with that because you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It has phosphatidylcholine, the natural form of it, sunflower lecithin form of it in the liposome. So if you're taking 3 or 4 or 5 bars of glutathione a day, your liver will get better because it also descars and detoxes your liver. It's a big part of that play. There's about 4 other vitamins you need too. So look at my other videos on that.
Yeah, and just a little plug to get the genetic testing done, DRP Genetics, and that's how you can see if you have the PEMT.
Yeah. If you're double homozygous, it's really a problem. So that has 2 arms. We figured that out. It's all in my textbook, but one arm causes ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease. One arm causes gallbladder disease, fatty liver that goes on to NASH. Fatty liver is serious. If you have a fatty liver problem, doctors, I believe, don't take it seriously enough. They really should be all over it, but they don't know what to do. So watch my videos. I know what to do. Read my reviews. They'll tell you I know what to do. So I bet I've gotten 30 people off liver transplant lists so far. So treating the PMT, I've got 35 ulcerative colitis Crohn's disease patients that have PMT, and they're almost all now have no symptoms. You just treat the PMT.
Incredible. All right, more questions?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the next one. What's the difference between Fem and Progessence Plus?
Progessence Plus is strictly a Young Living product. I love it. I mean, I designed it with Gary Young. Naim Patel helped me with that, actually. He's our little team that designed it. And it's been the number 2 product at Young Living for years. It's got essential oils in it. Our Fem does not. So there's a difference. A lot of people love essential oils, and we put a really cool blend in that. It's just an awesome product. But the Fem we make is the highest dose allowed of the active The FDA allows it's the highest dose the FDA allows in a serum. So it's legal, it's good. You rub it on at night, up to 8 drops, and it's magical. Both of them are magical. So yeah, if you want to try our FEM, if you're hot flushing, night sweating, or having PMS, get our FEM. If you're having bad endometriosis, get our Rejuve, get our FEM, rub it over your abdomen, especially those 4 or 5 days a month. Sorry, God, I hope it's not a week. A month when you're really bad. See magical things happen. Yeah, I like that. All magical. Right. I'm not really making a claim. It's magical.
Magical. All right. Is it safe? This is the next question. Is it safe for me to take niacin while taking beta blockers and calcium blocker? I have had bad reactions to statins.
Yeah, I would take niacin. Get the Designs for All controlled release one. Niacin. I can't remember what it's called. It's one I take. CTR. I can't remember. Niacin controlled release. You got to take at least 1,500 milligrams a day. I'll do 2,000 a lot of days. It has been shown to cause plaque regression. It's pretty aggressive, and you don't flush as much when you're flushing can be miserable. By the way, you think you're having an allergic reaction, but you're not. You're just flushing nice and flush. I have more patients calling me over that thinking they're having an allergic reaction. It's like, no, that's a nice and flush. It means it's clearing out your arteries. But yeah, if you add ezetimibe, which is not a statin, which really doesn't have any side effects, the little bitty white pill, super cheap, generic. If you add that to the niacin, wow. I've heard something better lately. Nattokinase, 10,800 units a day, 10,000 plus units a day. And that big study in Japan caused plaque regression. 60% or something like that. Maybe it's 40, I can't remember. Get on nattokinase, 10,000 units a day. There's some 5,000s out there. There's a 10,000 or 2 out there. I saw that. Jump all over that. It doesn't really have side effects. So that I know of. I mean, yeah. Niacin or nattokinase with niacin. Wow. Yeah, you'll be clean as a whistle.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, next one. What is the best test to complete to assess possible reasons for dementia?
CMA with redox.
Perfect.
Because I think in every nursing home in this country, especially in every dementia unit, there are probably a third of the people there just due to really bad vitamin deficiencies. That's just my gut. That's just what I'm seeing. So get that vitamin panel. The intracellular vitamin panel could be a biotin, could be a pyrroloquinoline, could be just any number of vitamins that would cause that. Or it could be a thiamine, sorry. Biotin or thiamine, both. The biotin, weird, they use it for hair loss, skin, and nails. But it really does, all the research is on biotin and memory. 5,000, or I think there's 1,800 articles or something on PubMed right now.
Yeah, amazing.
So at least give them biotin, thiamine, and pyrroloquinoline, and CoQ10. Oh, and the CoQ10 you want to use is that until we come out with our new VARS version we're getting ready to do, be the big 400 milligram ones. We're gonna own that market. That's our goal. But is the red bottle, cherry red bottle, Mega Qunol. You get it at Walmart, not Costco. That's Ultra Qunol. Don't get that. You heard me. It doesn't work. It's the same company, but get the cherry red bottle and take 4 to 8 a day. Right now I'm taking about 15, but I'm really active all day long. My levels get low, I get brain foggy. So, okay.
That's great. Next question. Can you help people with PKU?
No. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Scrolling through the questions here. Hold on.
There's some genetic things I can't help.
Yeah.
But
just don't
in the next
know
5
yet.
to 6 to 12 years, the new genetic, you get genetic changes made, they'll be heavily licensed but cheap and really effective. And yeah, it's coming. If you're Trump and Elon Musk talking about you'll live forever in the new golden future, blah, 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 the golden era, whatever they're saying, they know what's coming. They know about that technology. It's not the CRISPR technology. I can't remember what it's called, but they're really probably almost ready now, but it's going to have to be licensed. It's got to be carefully managed because you don't want to go into the big city and have 7-foot tall wolf men chasing your car and tearing it apart with you in it. You don't want mutants. So you just want your genetics corrected for the deadly diseases you have, like PKU.
What about NAD? Anything you can do for that?
Well, most of it got pulled off the market because they're making claims it wouldn't work, blah, blah, blah. I got a little debate with a guy on LinkedIn who's like the NAD plus God. Good for him. But so Nayan Patel, Chintron, and I, really those two guys, developed their first functional glutathione. Guess what? They just came out with their first functional NADH. It's called NADH. It's a prescription you got to get through their pharmacy in Central Drug in La Habra. Get your doctor to write for it, or if you see me and you have an NADH or NAD deficiency on the CMA, we does test for that. We see it all the time. You get on the prescription, it's 2 spray, 1 spray each nostril, twice a day. Hey, Chicky, can you grab that out of the fridge? It's right on the top shelf.
Which one?
A little white NAD bottle. Thank you. Show what it looks like.
Should I wash my hands?
No. Anyway, that's what it looks like.
Who knows where that thing has been?
Yeah, in my nose.
I'm diseased for sure now.
Wonderful.
Anyway, yeah, you just pop the little controller off, take the lid off, and spray one spray in each nostril per gallon. They snip it up, and then you'll have to take a tissue because you can't keep it all up in there. So, ideally, you should probably lay back and just relax and let it run down your throat, but absorb it all. It's 170 from what I can tell a bottle. So, but that bottle's 3 months old. I'm still using it. So.
Okay.
I don't use it every day, but I use it when I'm at a bad night, when I work my butt off at work. Gives you mental clarity. Yeah, next one.
Here's a good question about long COVID. Is it something that can be treated or addressed by addressing these deficiencies and toxicities?
It usually is addressed by, it's usually a deficiency problem. I just haven't bought into the long COVID thing yet. Also, you give them enough glutathione, you're gonna and get them on nattokinase. That can help too, but you guys don't know that. But it's usually vitamin deficiencies. COVID caused really bad vitamin deficiencies. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Flu doesn't even do it that bad. So flu causes mild deficiencies. COVID caused monster deficiencies. Just wiped everyone out.
Yeah.
So that's the long COVID. So yeah, get your CMA with redox. It usually works about, I'd say 97, 98% of the time.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, this one's a little bit longer. An adult son, age 24, grinding his teeth at night, doesn't realize it. It has damaged a tooth. Is there a possibility that deficiency or supplements could help? Dentists only give night guard and suggest magnesium to relax at night.
I've seen several cases of that. I think it does help. It doesn't hurt. But I can't say any more than that. Just haven't seen enough cases out of 30,000 people I've tested. Either not telling me about it or he goes away. So, but fixing your vitamin deficiencies is huge. Just don't know how bad people are, especially a 24-year-old. He's having that kind of problem. Never had it before. Something's changed. Usually vitamin deficiency. You get pretty active when you're 24, doing a lot of different stuff, working out, hanging out with your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And you know what that means. Okay. We'll leave it right there. Sorry.
So get a CMA, see what else we can do with it.
CMA with redox, yeah.
Perfect. Here's one. Will glutathione remove toxins from the body?
Well, there are toxins.
Recap.
It should. It's just God designed it that way, and we didn't modify it. Matter of fact, we keep it exactly like He designed it, reduced form. That's our patent. It should. Tin will be the only thing you can't remove. If you have a tin poisoning, God help you, but you need to go to the hospital to a toxin unit, and that's where it's in those cases. So, and they remove it, but it's complicated. Yeah, glutathione will remove everything.
Yeah. And someone asked, can you take Vars glutathione twice a day? Can you overdo it?
No. I have people taking 12 or 14 a day when they get really sick. They have a major cytokine problem. It lowers all cytokines too. It lowers inflammation dramatically. That's a whole other aspect. And you throw the sod in with it, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, 2 a day. You can take 4 a day. You can take 12 a day. I don't care. You just go up until you feel really good.
Yeah, that's great.
But take sod with it because sod helps with the sod. It helps glutathione work better, and glutathione helps it work better. And catalase really helps them both work better.
Yeah, that Vars trio, you're going to be hearing it a lot more.
The triad,
Vars glutathione. Yeah. I say trio, you say triad. I think we should go trio.
Triad.
Let's put it to a vote.
Yeah, let's see what everyone thinks. Yeah.
Did you mention what your copper balance did for weight loss, Jackson?
Oh, yeah. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. There's a great video on danpursermd.com/fibromyalgia. It's me talking about my story of weight loss and what we did with trying to treat my fibromyalgia and help it back in the day. I was one of the very first people on Copper Balance. And for me, I was never able to continually be active just because my body hurt all the time. I had so many gut issues, and so I could never lose weight. Once I started doing Copper Balance, loading up on the Vars glutathione, I could actually recover and consistently work out. So I just started walking every single day, and then walking more and more, and higher inclines, faster speeds, everything. And then that's when my gut started getting better. I could finally eat healthily, consistently, and basically did a low copper diet for almost a year, and I lost almost 150 pounds. And so first time in my life, I finally felt the way I should have, which was so great. And so definitely Copper Balance is incredible. Get the CMA done, get your genetics done. Everyone's going to be a little bit different in how you're going to process everything and what nutrients you need specifically. So that's why it's personalized. Everything's very customized and personalized just for you.
Yeah, but we can get fibromyalgia better.
Yeah.
I'm the only guy who can say that on the planet, I think. We get them better. His mom, Denise, my wife, had it really severely. She told me about 6 months after her marriage. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, and just her description was so solid. She'd never taken narcotics. She took like 12 or 8 ibuprofen a day. Good God. And I was shocked. And so her skin felt like it was ripping off her arms some nights, stuff like that. It really got me. I swore to her I'd figure it out. I spent a good 25 years trying to figure it out, but we got it dialed in. We get people 98, 99, 100% better. We get them to resolve all their symptoms eventually if they do everything right. Can't be treated with prescriptions. That's not the pathway forward on them. It's diet. You deal with their genetics properly, using what they're not making, like glutathione, the sod, the catalase, and you add Copper Balance, a few other things. Deal with their vitamin balance, so you get the chronic fatigue, and you get them dramatically better. Where do you think I get those massive reviews from? So yeah.
Here's another good one. Have you ever heard of an autoimmune disease that causes optic neuritis?
Yeah, there's several cytokines that'll do it. Hang on.
He's doing the research right now.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, while he's looking that up real quick, everyone, thank you for jumping on and watching this live. It's so much fun to be able to be back on here with everyone. And so we want to try to get and do these lives more often. Hopefully Sunday evenings are going to work out for all of us. So put it on your calendars. Watch out for us jumping on here. We go through this. We talk about all kinds of fun topics that we deal with in the practice on a day-to-day basis. We love answering all of your questions. And keep asking your questions in the comments. If we don't get to them on the stream, we try to get in there afterwards and answer them, and always run them past Dr. Purser, make sure everything's looking good. So yeah, interact with us. Reach out to our office tomorrow if you have any questions about any of this testing, genetic testing, the intracellular testing, or any of the products even. We have a fantastic team that's so helpful to just answer all these questions. Denise, my mom, what we were just talking about, is fantastic. She leads a great team of all of our receptionists, and they're all nails. Super kind, but they're nails. They'll answer your questions and work with you. So again, thank you everyone for jumping on and being with us this evening. It's so fun talking. Hey, Chicky, did you have any other questions too?
Well, I'm going to answer that question after.
Right.
Don't give up on me.
I'll put up one more time to sign up for the email list, or email us so we can put you on the list for book reviews and book updates. All the 17 books that Dr. Purser is coming out with over the next few
19.
months.
My bloody fingers are on that laptop. Don't short me.
Numbers keep going up.
At this point. There's nothing left.
Little stubby nubs. Yeah.
I have to type for him in the night.
What he doesn't realize is the editing that me and Chicky and Brecken, my other sister, we get to go through, getting all these books ready.
It's hours, it's days, it's weeks of editing, months. My eyes don't work anymore.
So email us at dan@danpursermd.com if you want to jump on our list and be the early reviewers, get early access to the books. So give us an email, and we'll get that out to you as soon as we have them ready. Otherwise, Dan's number one book, Progesterone, is newly updated on Amazon Kindle right now. You can jump over there and go see the new cover and get the newest updated notes and everything that are in that book. So make sure to go get that one. That's the first of all the new books coming out this year.
Another cytokines associated with it. It could be MS-associated optic neuritis. It's IL-12. IFN gamma, that's horrible. TNF alpha. And for anti-inflammatory regular cytokines, IL-4, IL-10, TF beta. Neuromyelitis optica spectrum disorder, NMOSD. Yeah, that form of IL-6, IL-17, not like it's caused by cytokines. I just said glutathione lowers all cytokines. It suppresses production. That's not me who did that research. It's been done by several other universities that's shown it. And there's only 2 glutathiones out there that work, Nions and mine, and they're very similar. So, but they were able to figure out how to some people make a lot of glutathione, and they should have a cytokine problem. They're total mutants, and instead they don't make any cytokines. So they'll probably live forever, actually. So at this point, so it's a whole plethora of them. Causes it. You might need 8 to 12 a day. Do the 12-8-4 thing for about a week or two and see what happens. And then slowly you start, once you get no pain, no inflammation, and your ophthalmologist is big. It's trying to drill you on what you're taking and telling you that won't work while you know it has worked. And then so you cut back to a more manageable cost. You might end up on, 5, 3, and 2 or something of the glutathione, the sod, and the catalyze. But I'm telling you right now, you should try it. And don't pay to come and see me. Grab those products and give it a whirl. You'll find out. You'll know within 3 days. It's that easy.
Yep.
12-8-4.
Yeah. This was just a good comment I wanted to show real quick. Listen, people, I've been to every single specialist with no answers. Schedule an appointment with them and get tested with Dr. Purser, with me. Mind blowing. She also mentioned earlier that she was sick recently and took a ton of VARs and is feeling great. And so
she flared.
It works.
That's the flare. Hey, Stephanie, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anyway, I swore I wouldn't talk about cytokines, and I did. Shoot. Because everyone's sick of me talking about cytokines.
No, it's what's so cool, and this is what I've been talking to the patients about lately, is that this is kind of groundbreaking information that you've been figuring out just recently, of using those 3 critical antioxidants, glutathione, sod, and catalase, all together to lower the effects of inflammatory cytokines. It's amazing. No one else talks about it.
That out. But they didn't know there's products out there that could do it. Have patents and everything, validation. I agree. I'll tell you this. Jensen Huang, the CEO, president, owner of NVIDIA, I don't know what he is, but he's something huge. He said, smart people are a commodity. There's a lot of them, and he loves that there's a lot of them, and they come to work for him. He said, but the people he wants to find can see around corners. They can see what's coming. They know what's in the future. If I have one skill, it's that I'm insatiably curious. I'm always trying to improve and figure things out. I got that habit really from my friend who's the U.S. Assistant Surgeon General. He's the same way. We just had so much fun together down at USC and Cedars-Sinai and stuff. But I bet I'm 10 to 12 years ahead of everyone else. I can see down around the corner, down the hall into the next building, kind of. And it's just about medicine and things I do. But no one else is doing this. And so I'm really in a unique, weird position. I'm not suicidal, too. Just let me clarify that right now. I'm not suicidal. And now I'll probably die doing this, but, when I'm 98, hopefully, or 125 or whatever. But
you promised me you'd live till you were 150.
Okay, so. 150, Chantel said so. You'll be like 84.
Exactly. Then I'll be good and I'm good to go.
No, you won't. You won't at that point. So anyway, thank you for watching. And visit us again. I'll try and keep seeing around corners. And because with Jensen Wang said they're rare. I didn't mean to be rare, but I don't know what else to explain what I've been doing over the last 20 years. And some of you followed me forever. No, I'm kind of out there and ahead of my time. So anyway, it's why I'm going to say it, why I got voted the #1 MD in the USA. Yeah, sorry, I had to throw that in tonight. So, okay.
In the universe.
In the universe now. Okay, take care. God bless. Thank you.
See you guys later.